Tank Destroyer 8. This is a harder one. Cause 4 times more damage than hit points of your vehicle. Now, this is important thing to say. Obviously, you can go try hard mode and go with the higher tiers, but I do not recommend this. I think the best way how you can complete this mission is tier 6s. Between tier 6 and tier 8. Higher, it's going to be simply harder. I'm not going to lie, I had a bad session with this and I needed like, imagine that. I was playing like 20 games in one session, right? Or for this mission. 20 games, only for this mission. And either I'm getting damage, my team is losing. And I am not getting damage, my team is winning. I am dying, and so on, so on. Absolutely madness what was happening, right? But after that, I slept for a day, and then I came back and I completed this mission twice in a row. Once pretty much doing the 4 times damage, right? But I did not manage to survive, and after that, I survived and I did damage and I won, right? So, my favorite tank to complete this mission is Su-100. I'm not saying you cannot do that with Ergashem Borshik. 4.4 thousand damage, that's how much you need to do. I'm not saying you cannot do that with the Charioteer, like to do once again 4.4 thousand. You definitely can do that. But lower tiers are way easier in my humble opinion, right? This is how I do the things. So this mission is harder than missions before, that's for sure, but I believe in you fellas, you will be successful, and this is how I did it. Okay fellas, that is a big boy mission, and I really want to highlight this. So let's start from the first thing. I played for this mission like 20 times, and for me to do 2.6 thousand damage with a tier 6 Su-100 or anything else, I did a mix of the things. It is not that hard and it is definitely not rocket science. But this session which I had for one day, I do 3.5, 4,000 damage. I do not win or I do not survive. It was such a frustrating experience. I thought I am going to spit on the monitor. I really want to highlight this. So once again, do not be sad if this mission is going to take a bit longer to complete, because it is a bit of the harder mission in my humble opinion. If it will take 20 games, 30 games, 50 games, you got this. All you need to do, you need to play with lower tiers. In my opinion, lower tiers is the key, and I think the king of this mission completion is this object. In my opinion, it is just a great tank for this, or I supposed to say Su-100, I apologize. This is the king for this mission. Why so? Because you have great alpha damage, so you can spank enemies like there is no tomorrow, right? One mistake from the enemy forces minus 400 hit points. So let's talk about this mathematically. 2.6 thousand damage while having 400 average alpha damage. You need pretty much 7 shots. That's all you need. 7 shots per game. I think this tank is perfect for this, right? And looking into this situation, looking into this matchmaking, by the way, funny fact, this is the other day when I tried to complete the mission for a very first time. After 20 games or so, I completed primary condition multiple times, but I just couldn't get the secondary done, right? So I simply thought, okay, I will go and move to the other missions, right? And I was completing other missions, it doesn't really matter, right? And this is the new day when I came back to play with this vehicle once again, or I supposed to say to play for this mission once again. First game I did like 3.5 thousand damage or something, and second game is this when we pretty much completed everything. So what I am trying to say by saying this story, you might wonder. Answer is very, very simple. Missions can be extremely frustrating, especially whenever mission is a bit harder, right? For example, this, if you are average World of Tanks player, to do 4 or 5 times hit points of your tank can be truly challenging, and I feel you fellas. So what you need to do, you need to have your patience suit on, bite on your finger and just play the game. Maybe grind some kind of line. This could work very, very nicely. Ooh, Mr. Borat, hello there. We are sitting on the 2000 hit points already. So, once again, mathematically speaking, we need 2 more shots and we are going to be done here. But in the same time, we need to pay attention at one particular thing, and that particular thing is our team is pretty much winning this game extremely easily. There is no competition whatsoever. And we need to figure out what to do, because if we are going to sit here, it is going to be quite a trouble. And I am trying to think with my baboonish brain what to do. Can I shoot those guys over there? Nah, by the looks of it, I cannot shoot them. They are way, way, way too deep. And you see, this scouting, this rendering, whenever you are moving your mouse in the circles for looking for pretty much pixel, it is pretty much saying I am just simply scouting for a damage, or I am scouting for the angle. And at this point, I am thinking, okay, this is no bueno. We need to do something. I tried to go for a blind shot. Obviously, that was kind of desperate move from my side, if I can say so, but that is okay. At this point, I just do not care. I need to get those 2 shots. If I won't get them, we are going to sit in a very, very deep kaku hole, and it is going to be very, very bad. So I am paying attention how the things are looking like, and I see Borat with the 370 hit points. Okay, I believe we can go for him. Also, please pay attention at my loadout. Usually I do not go with a full gold, but at this point I was like, this is how I was feeling like. So whenever game is getting the worst out of me, you know, I am just joining the train, if I can say so. Anyways, Mr. Borat, he is down to 1 shottable, and in fact he is back in the garage. And now all we need to do, we need to get 1 more shot, right? We need to get 180 damage in order to complete the mission. And at this point I'm thinking, yep, we need to stop and we need to wait for a moment. I am waiting, gaming, waiting for angle, kaboom. Done. GG, finito, no more. By the way, for 260 we will need to do 5 times the hit points, right? So I believe Su-100 is going to be once again the tank with which we are going to play, or maybe some kind of other lower tier tank, who knows. Anyways, I'm super excited. I did it, and this mission costed quite some gray hair on my head. And once again, I think the main reason why so is I just simply had a bad session or bad day. And one more thing to say, if you see you are getting tilted to the game to the maximum, right? Maybe just simply get yourself cup of tea or cup of coffee, or a fine cup of vodka if you need that, you know, just to calm down a bit. Remember, after all, this is entertainment for every single of us, right? And if the missions are treating you to the level you do not want to do anything, and you are angry and you want to punch the hole in the wall, right? Just calm down a bit and maybe play for something else, or just simply take a rest, watch Avatar or something. I don't know. Think about this. Anyways, let's go to the scoreboard. Mission completed. 2.8 thousand damage, 500 assisting damage, solid ace. It was quite a tricky one. We managed to finish everything in the last second, but you know what? The most important thing we did, you know? If we are the winners, we are not losers. Skills, thinking. Okay, all in all, it was quite expensive game. We lost a bit of the credits, but it doesn't matter. Mission completed. So once again, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, do not be frustrated. You will complete this mission. I can promise you that. Thank you very much for watching, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.